All right, Mark Rogers TV, along with Cam Underwood from State of the U, getting you set for Miami spring practice, breaking down the positional units. First, we've got a little reassignment in the coaching ranks with Craig Kuligowski getting a bit of a promotion, Cam.
Yeah, always good to be back. And we're going to start by talking about the defensive line. This is a group that was much maligned for many years under the previous regime, going back to these videos from before. We're talking about that two-gap system, kind of playing that peekaboo thing versus just kind of getting upfield and going. I mean, they did some two-gapping, but a lot of just one gap, pick your gap, and go kind of stuff. So the defensive line was a lot better this past year. I think that Football Outsiders had us ranked, Miami's defensive line ranked 9th overall in America. That was an improvement from 102nd in 2015. 22nd in sacks, 5th in tackles for loss. The defense overall was top 20 in pretty much every metric available. So, and a lot of that started up front because we had some really good talent and good production. So to benefit that, the defensive line coach, Craig Kuligowski, for my money, again, the best defensive line coach in football. He was there. He came over from Missouri, where he had been for 15 years and 25 years total. But yeah, just like Mark alluded to on this past Friday, the 10th of February, Mark Richt promoted Craig Kuligowski to assistant head coach and defensive line coach. So he has a little bit more of clout on the staff, as it were. He's not defensive coordinator, so he's not going to supersede Manny Diaz, but it is an elevation kind of thing. And it's just basically, he's done a great job and he's very well respected. So this is for that. And the bonus is you can pay him more now. And that additional raise, again, that was not released in the press release or stated because Miami's a private school, so we do not have to disclose coaching salaries. However, it stands to reason that Kuligowski will receive a raise, and that is something that could keep him at Coral Gables or in Coral Gables, as opposed to going to the NFL. And there were rumors and whispers that NFL teams were reaching out to Kuligowski to gauge his interest. Other college teams, obviously, because he's a fantastic coach. So with that promotion to assistant head coach and defensive line coach, gives the ability to pay him a little bit more, keep him around. And again, this is more evidence as proof positive that the statements being made about a year ago that Mark Richt had more money to fill out his assistant coaching staff, that's not just talk. This is proof positive because, I'm sure that Kuligowski could have gotten more money than his defensive line salary to go somewhere else, but then we bump him up to assistant head coach, give him a little bit more money, and these things work. So, this is really a great step. I think this is a good move for the Hurricanes. I mean, you saw the product that he put on the field of defensive line. We're going to talk about some of these guys in a second. To keep him around and defend off, the other teams that are coming looking for our coaches, which is something that hasn't happened in a few years. I think this is a really good move, a really great step to keep Kuligowski in Coral Gables.